Alright, so I was on the market of the place and looking for some bargains, and I found myself a bag from IKEA, and inside of the bag from IKEA was all of this. There we are, we got ourselves a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Dino Charge Super Mega Ninja Turtle Expose. So this little bundle cost me 30 English pounds, and we'll break it down. So we've got 1, 2, is that classed as a Megazord? 3, 4, 5, I guess, Megazords there. A couple of the auxiliary Zords that go with them, that makes the actual Megazord, those 3 bits there. Got a cahoodle of charges there. Some of these little mini oofa-doofas that will hold the charges for you. We've got two swords, thingamybobs, and 2 guns. So there you are. And some figures over here in this one. He's having a lie down. I'm having a bit of a nap. I'm saying, I'm quite old. I need to lie down. And all that. So, a couple of bits missing, obviously, from them and stuff, but I was pretty pleased that, where is it? This black bit here, which goes to this thing here, is there. Let's have a closer look. First of all, a singular Imaginext weapon. There was no Imaginext stuff with this stuff, nor did the person selling this stuff have Imaginext stuff to sell. Rando. We have 2 Ranger Blaster guns. I don't have one of these, and it does combine with the red Ranger Blaster fingers. Red Ranger Blaster gun. Don't believe it has any batteries in, so unfortunately you can't hear the blue, super Ranger time, I peep my pants. It does have the cock it and socket action feature there, so you can make your gun eat a sausage sandwich. Nom 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 nom, I like peace pudding on mine. So there's those. And there's more roleplay. 2 swords. Now, I believe these were some sort of rangery, the morphery things. You can put the, it's a Morse code for help me please, I've been abducted. They do have a slight twang in them, but I'm assuming that's where the kids have been obviously playing with them, which the toys they're supposed to be played with. I don't have one of these, I don't think, so again, one of those will be going into my collection, and one will be up for sale. They're up for sale if you want them. And then we have 3 Zords here, and basically, if you've never familiar with this, you've got to ram your finger down their throats, and then you make them go, give us the straw back. Hold on, no, I figured it out. My finger's stuck in here now. Right, there's a button on the bottom, for if you don't know. Oh, there we are. And he chucks his back out. Oh, I need to do some rehabilitation on my broken spine disc. This one also, you rip its spine out, makes a weapon. This one also, you break it, and then you shake it. Godzilla, Godzuki. We'll move on to the big lads. Here's the fingers, the Spinosaur here, which is awesome. Really do love the colours. I don't know if that's the actual show accurate colours. I know they did 2 versions of it. And the T-Rex. And a Pikachu. I watched the show, and this one apparently is inspired by Pikachu, the yellow one. I don't quite know why the other ones, like the black one and the yellow one, they give them the Spinosaur's backpack thing. I don't understand why they did that, because it then kind of makes this one look like a bit weird, because it's missing a bit now, isn't it? And this never came on that. But anyway, and these ones came with the longer tail, and then this one comes with the little stubby tail. But apparently, as I've just recently rereading in some of my non-factual magazines, that apparently they believe the T-Rex was possibly 3 dinosaurs combined. Is that right? I don't know. Wherever getting that from? So we've got the Spinosaur nicely undressed here, and this spine thing does turn into a gun. Sadly, no missiles with this one, but what can you expect, folks? This is him here. Now, the whole point with these was that the other dinosaurs, like the smaller ones, clipped on to make arms and stuff. So we'll get the spinny butt one, and we'll stick him on there. So you're gonna tell him something that makes him kind of be quite shocked. So he's like, and then once you do that, you ram it on. So you go, and I've activated the spinny disc thing, so he now has, he can sort of trim the edge of his grass without having to bend over, pretty much, which is pretty handy. These do look really weird because they've got the longest arms, because the arms are the feature, But they're cool, and you can mix and match. He still can't hold his gun because this one doesn't have anything to hold it. But I'm sure somebody will lend him a hand so he can carry his gun at some point in the future. Another little cool feature is that they do all have helmet storage in their butt too. So including the Spinosaur, who has a different shaped helmet, which is rather impressive. Suppose I best cover the charge feature, I guess. So you get a charger here, which doesn't necessarily go with this dinosaur, but you're supposed to kind of ram it in his gob, and it does something. Let's have a look. Don't even know if I've got it in the right way. Let's have a look. There you are, rammed it in his gob. That's it, and he chokes. Chokes and he dies, and then you tell children, don't eat pentops. So there you go, the actual main Megazord from the series. I do believe they're supposed to talk in Japan and stuff. And his sword is supposed to be a shield or something, but it just looks like he's going to give somebody a nasty shin stab in there. And the jousty lance thing can extend it also. But again, they're very much like just pretty much dragging the stuff on the floor. This guy suffers from Spinosaurus syndrome, where he doesn't have any arms. Again, you just have to swip and swap, and there is a multitude of dinosaurs that you can also get. The tail thing, I never know what to do with it. Kind of don't dislike sticking it on his side pod here, like a 1980s ghetto blaster gun thing, sticking on his shoulder. And again, he has a gun here that he also can't hold, and no missiles also, unfortunately. Oh no. And another one here, it's the Swimmity Swim one. This, I don't know if I mentioned it, this is quite a hard piece to keep hold of. Often goes missing, and people, I assume, don't realise it's off Power Rangers, so it just gets chucked in the bin or something. And there you are, so I think this one's complete now. I think his key, or his charger is over in the wodge of chargers, so definitely one I've got. It seems to be one of the more common ones as well, which is a shame. And he's a right pain in the jackass to transform or morph or whatever you want to call it, but we'll give it a go. Let's have a look. Could be wrong, but I think it's something along the lines of this. And again, I couldn't quite figure out where this piece went, which explains probably why it goes missing. Now this and the Megazord that I've just put away do combine to make an Ultra Super Zord. We're going to do that. I don't know. When did this turn into a Power Rangers review? This is supposed to be just showing you some stuff I found. This one's probably one of my favourites from the line. I do quite like the long-necked dinosaurs, and he's quite a stout little chap. Rather, kind of reminds me of other Megazords that have the kind of, when they go for the silvery-esque look. Very big, very chunky, and unfortunately he is missing a piece off here and a piece of his back. But the helmet is in there, so that's not too bad. Could be worse. Now let's get him into Brontosaurus mode. There he is, and he looks absolutely magnificent. Do really like the fact that he goes from being fairly short and stout to a bit of a teapot with his little tail hanging out. And pretty cool. And I do like the when you do that and you ram one of these down his throat. Have I got it the right way? Don't think so. Turn it round. Do it again. Boom! He has a little neck cannon there, so he can clear his throat and shoot lasers at you. And the action figures. It's always good to get some of these. Pretty sure I don't have the Zeo Ranger. I may have